my fellow gamers, and welcome back to another Bench Place video. So I know this video was a bit delayed, but it is my review for The Walking Dead 164, A Fallen House. Now, I did also collect the variant cover, which was this, but I cannot remember what comic this was. Just tell me which one it was in the comments, because I've completely forgotten what it was. But I know it is a brilliant cover. I must say, brilliant cover, all round brilliant. But anyway, I'm going to talk about The Walking Dead 164, A Fallen House. My initial review for this was, I had been waiting for this issue because after the events of 163, which you can see on the channel, basically it had been leaving us on a cliffhanger. Where, obviously, if you saw in the last issue, I must issue a spoiler alert from here on out, because I don't want to spoil it for any other comic readers. If you have read the issue, then feel free to watch this video. If you have not read 164, which I'm probably assuming you have because you've clicked, well, if you have seen it, then you've obviously clicked on this video. But anyway, the 164, A Fallen House. Now, initially, I thought, okay, we're going to see what happens when Maggie shows up. They've done that. They spoke about it. Obviously, yes. We catch up with Michonne and Jesus, catching up to them to tell them what's been happening at the Alexandria safe zone. And then this, surprise, because it cuts to Rick and Negan, which they are a big essential part of this issue, where Negan is at a house, he opens the door, but Rick thinks he's going to close it and then Rick's going to die. But obviously he doesn't. Negan helps him in. But then, obviously, Negan's proving a point. Everyone else just ran just to be scared. Negan helped him, which seemed a bit odd. But anyway, he's like, Negan explains like, how they are very alike, and you can say they are two ideologies, showing that they are more alike than they think. And obviously he says the ship has sailed, which I'm assuming they are definitely alike. It kind of jumps around this issue a lot, but obviously the main part of it is being Rick and Negan. Obviously Negan has been trapped in the cell for 2 years after the war and during this part. And another thing that interested me a lot was another thing that really got me interested was how, I think it's Sadiq and someone else, I've forgotten the character's name, I think it was Annie, they find Eugene's equipment. And if you remember, if you have read all the previous issues up until now, Eugene had been in contact with someone from Ohio, which he'd never told anyone about, which, finding that is a bit scary, to be honest. I guess that's just how it is, I guess. But then we cut back to Negan and Rick. And he says, what's the single worst thing they have ever done? And honestly, to see that, it's just like, Rick's just like, no, I'm not going to tell you, fuck off. Which is actually said in the issue. But he says, like, obviously Rick, he's like, the worst thing he's ever done is live. Which, to be fair, is a good answer. Because, obviously, everyone in the comic series who has died for him should have lived. Like, I don't know, earliest I can remember was Alan and Donna, Tyrese, Jesse, Ron, loads of other people. Like, all the main Alexandria, or not, the main survivor group, the Atlanta group. The only survivors left are Sophia, Carl, Rick and Andrea. That's it, it's just them four left. But then obviously Negan goes on to talk about, it kind of talks about as well as from here's Negan, like he's seeing everyone die, he saw everyone die around him, he's staying alive. But then he goes on to say the worst thing he ever did was leave Lucille, his wife, to rot. He explains that he stayed in the area for weeks, but he never went back to finish the job. You jump around for a little bit. I think it's Dwight and Tara but not like Terra from the TV show. Terra from the comics is actually a rot from the TV show, which is just a nice, neat little thing to point out. But yeah, I'm mainly talking about Rick and Negan because they are the stars of this issue. Obviously, near the end, he says, "Where are you going?" They're going to go gather weapons. Negan's going to go out, and Rick's going to stay behind because obviously his leg. But obviously, the best thing that they say is like, "Holy shit, Rick, can't you believe it? We're working together." Which is a great thing to realise, because if they're working together, then they could become a great and powerful allies, because Negan's ideology and Rick's ideology, Negan is starting to understand what Rick had done by the end of All Out War. But obviously now he's like, Rick and Negan best friends. It seems a bit odd. But then Carl gets some development as well, right near the end of the issue, and he's like, okay, we need to do our part. And then obviously Lydia's impressed by it, but obviously he's showing up leadership. But then again, last page of the issue, we get more discussion from the Saviours. Obviously, they're seeing all the Alexandrians pulling the herd away. They can just, while they're weak from after the Whisperers, or obviously like the Whisperer War as a whole, and now these Walkers, they can just go in, kill them and take everything they have, or just use them as slaves. But that ends issue 164 of Fallen House, which has to be one of my favourite second part issues. Like, I mean, it's like, with the Whisperer War, it's like, it's not over. But obviously we haven't seen Beta since 162, which is a shame, because I hope Robert Kirkman and obviously everyone at Image Comics can show us Beta. Like, Beta and some Whisperers working with the Saviours. We don't know that. But it would be a nice little thing to dwell on, because obviously the Saviours want to take over, want to kill the people at Alexandria, the Hilltop and the Kingdom. But then obviously, if they join forces, it would be a menacing threat. It's a great aspect to put on. So like, but like issue 170, I don't know, probably by the end of this volume. But then again, I know in a couple of days, I think like a week tomorrow, or like in my time, a week tomorrow we'll have 165, which is called Opportunity. That is said to be a really good issue. I think the Saviours will just move in, which seems very good. And then, actually, I'm going to make a separate video on this, because I was checking my phone during my dinner, and I had a tweet come through, or like a notification tweet from The Walking Dead, and the cover for 167 is revealed. And I'm not going to show it now, I'm going to show it in another video, because I'm cheeky like that, and I'm going to make that a predictions video. I'm going to talk about that for a little bit. But yeah, anyway guys, if you did enjoy this review on The Walking Dead 164, then please give it a massive like. Let me know if you are enjoying these comic reviews. I just want to see what your guys' opinion is on it. But yeah, leave a like and a comment down below. Comment what other Walking Dead suggestion videos you would like me to do on this channel. It's nice to hear from you, because when I posted my episode 10 video from season 7, loads of you gave positive feedback, and I really love to see your feedback, and I will reply to your comments. I will have time to reply to every single comment, and it's good to have good discussions on topics and storylines that you want to talk about. But anyway, there's nothing really more to say. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, before I go, if you want to turn on the little bell next to the subscribe button, if you click on that bell, you will get notified on all my future videos, which I really hope you do, because I love you. But anyway guys, this is Benji Plays, and all I have to say is game on.